Well, welcome to our home. It's 3 days after Thanksgiving, and we hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving. The thing with Thanksgiving is that sometimes people get triggered. They're around family members, and they just get triggered. Something is said or something, and we're in our work. We are really about getting clear with family members and keeping the love and the connection going. So I want to tell you a story about this is maybe 20 years ago. It was a workshop we were doing on the East Coast, and we oftentimes talk about parents and the importance to keep our hearts open and keep a sense of forgiveness and peace. And this one woman raised her hand and she said, "Oh, I haven't talked to my mother in 10 years since Thanksgiving. She said something to me and I didn't like what she said." And
she got triggered.
She got majorly triggered. And she said, "I just decided then and there I wasn't going to talk to my mother." And it had been 10 years. And she said, "Actually now it's just a habit. I don't even think about it. I just don't talk to her." And so we talked with this woman about it's a gift when you get clear. Say for this woman with her mother, it's a gift to her mother, but especially it's a gift to her, because holding those closed feelings inside, it robs you of your peace and your happiness, because even though you're not thinking about it, it's still there. So she felt so inspired by our talk, and other people were sharing too about how they had closed out their mother or father, and they opened up the relationship again, and how happy it had made them. So she was so inspired, she went home and she called her mother for the first time in 10 years since Thanksgiving. I don't know what happened. She said, she came back the next day and she said, "Oh, we had the most wonderful talk. It was so loving." And we reminisced about earlier times, and she told our group, I don't know why I did that, closed her out for 10 years, but I'm so grateful that I've opened the door again. And so this was a weekend workshop. It was Saturday and Sunday. Monday, the next day, this woman's mother died. And she emailed all of us right away to tell us and to thank all of us for encouraging her to reach out, to make that effort to keep the connection alive and warm. And she said, I can never thank all of you enough for encouraging me, because being able to have that last call with my mom changed everything for me. So I don't know, sometimes we hear in our counseling that people get triggered because of Thanksgiving, something someone says or doesn't say, or they're ignored. It's a whole list of things. But we're just urging you, if anything happened, to keep your heart open, keep your heart a safe place for that connection to be alive and well.
Sometimes you have to express, if you feel hurt, and sometimes it's really hard to be able to express when somebody says, especially family, because family, like Joyce said, we get triggered often. So if you feel triggered, what a wonderful thing it is just to be able to say that didn't feel good, and how much I want to work it out and not carry the feelings with me. What a miracle to hear your story about this woman. And I remember very clearly how powerful it was, and how we never know how much time we have, or people have, who are holding feelings or resentments or not talking to them. How wonderful it is to be able to reconcile, really, to open our hearts and really come back to love. We don't know how much longer we can have. Yeah. Okay, so
While you're getting your
yeah.
harmonium, I as Barry was talking, I thought of a personal story. I've talked about my mother, and I just love her so much, and we took care of her in the last year that she was dying. And 2 months before she died, she still liked to go to the grocery store and pick out cookies. So I took her, and she picked out her cookies. That's about all she was eating. And at that point, it was okay with me. And then there was a checker. Oh, no, there was a woman that bagged her cookies and said, "I'll take out your cart for you." She took the cart out to the car, and my mother just raved and raved about how she was just the most wonderful angel in her life. And the whole drive home, my mother was just raving to me about this young woman who would take out her cart. And inside, I was growing so resentful because I was doing so much for my mother.
So much more than the checker.
Oh my gosh, like just so much for years. And the part of me thought, well, your mom's dying. Why say anything? And finally it just blurted out. I'm like, Mom, you go on and on about this checker, and yet I do so much and you've never thanked me. And, she just melted, and she said, I thought you knew, and I didn't have to. I'm like, but it's important to tell people.
Yeah.
And she hugged me, and it was different from then on. She noticed the things that I was doing. But I'm so glad that I was able to be honest, just like Barry said. It's so important to keep our relationships, especially with family and especially with our parents, really clear. All right, what song do you have for us?
Okay, so this is a new song, and I have not sung this for any of the videos yet. It's just been maybe a few weeks old, so please enjoy. When can I drink God's nectar? When my thirst for God is greater than water? When can I drink God's nectar? When my thirst for God is greater than for water? When can I taste divine goodness? When I hunger more than for food? When can I taste divine goodness? When I hunger more than for food? I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am that I am. I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am that I am. I am that I am, that I am. I am that I am, that I am. And when can I hear the angels singing? When I listen in the stillness of my soul. And when can I hear the angels singing? When I listen in the stillness of my soul. And when can I feel God's presence? When I feel the touch of all that there is. And when can I feel God's presence? When I feel the touch of all that there is. I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am, that I am. I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am, that I am. I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am, that I am. I feel divine love. I am divine love. I am that I am, that I am. I am that I am, that I am. So close your eyes and just open to this fabulous, deep, amazing love of the divine, the great, great presence filling every space in the universe, inside of us, around us. Take a breath and breathe in this divine presence. I am that I am, that I am. And thanks, everybody. You can open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and anytime you leave comments, it's just so special for us.
Yeah.
And in the weeks ahead, may you enjoy preparing for Christmas or Hanukkah or just whatever you like to do in the month of December. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.